as...
See how you did that? Now you're just talking out your bunghole even faster. It's like diarrhea.
Well, I don't know. I mean, are you morally perfect?
No.
Okay, cool. Broken.
But that's not what you said,
That's simple. That's just that simple. Literally just that simple.
It's not that simple. You just make a simple 10. It sounds simple 10. Yeah.
Prophet, are you morally perfect?
Nah.
You're broken too. According to your measurement, you're broken as well. So now what?
Well, I'm not like him.
Wait, no.
You don't know what I'm like.
If your metric is that if Honey Badger is not morally perfect, therefore he is broken, and then when I ask you, are you morally perfect, and you said no, then you are broken as well. So you and Honey Badger are on the same page. Where's the problem?
Yeah, we're not the same. So.
Oh, wait, are you a sinner?
Absolutely not.
Oh, you're absolutely not a sinner?
Yeah, you seemed like you were shocked or something.
Wait, hold on a sec. Are you a sinner, yes or no?
Yeah, are you having a shot? Is this a shot? Because you're repeating the same question.
Okay, well, I just don't think I'm a sinner. Do you think you're a sinner?
You don't think you're a sinner?
No, I don't think sin exists.
Okay. It's an idea of what you think. You know it doesn't make any...
It's just an idea what I think. Can I ask you something?
It's an idea. It's an idea. You don't think it.
Can I ask you another question?
Yeah, sure, bro.
Okay, do you read the Bible?
I read the Bible.
Yeah? Have you read it all?
I read enough of it.
Oh, you read enough? Yeah, you think you've read enough of what God wrote?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I read enough of what God wrote.
That's cool, man. So you don't even care to read all of it, even though God wrote a book? That's kind of weird, don't you think?
No, it's not weird.
Are you a good reader?
Not with people who know God. It's not weird.
Are you a good reader?
Yeah, I would pride myself to be a decent reader.
Yeah. You think you have good reading comprehension?
Well, I'm curious as to what do you think enough is? When you buy a book and you want to know how the story goes, where is enough and understanding how the story goes? I'm curious.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you know the person that the book is about, right, who came in the volume of the book is summarized up to him. I mean, you pretty much know everything about the book. It's a spiritual book. It's about a spiritual person who had a human experience.
But Prophet, don't you think that you can't just discover the spirit?
Normal voice, please, normal voice.
Oh, my bad. Prophet, do you think that the spirit directs the man to the spirit, or do you think the man can come upon the spirit without the spirit bringing the man to the spirit?
Hey, you know what? A lot of people may think that's tricky, but I know where you're coming from. I'm gonna be honest though, bro. I think you have to be born of the spirit. I do believe that you don't have to necessarily be born of the spirit to experience the spirit or the spirit be placed upon you, but you do have to be born of the spirit to receive the spirit and be filled with the spirit. So
what about the spirit being born onto the spirit? Do you think that you can be born with the spirit having being the spirit upon you?
Yeah, I don't think a person who don't even believe in sin should even be having a spiritual conversation.
Do you think that being upon you, the spirit wants to be within you if you're born with the spirit beforehand?
I got spirit. Yes, I do. I got spirit. How about you?
I mean, Dr. Prophet, isn't spirit really just about attitude and whether you're happy?
I mean, if we observe attitudes today, there are some attitudes that are not good, bro. So, I mean, if you want to say spirit about attitude, but then again, I think people with great attitudes with demons coming out of them, so. Yo, Prophet, let me ask you this. I don't believe it's subjugated to this attitude or how a person conducts. Prophet, let me ask you this. Have you ever been to a funeral before? Unfortunately. Did you ever talk to the spirit at the funeral? Did you go see the spirit or did you go see the dead body? Yeah, at a funeral. Let me think. Have I ever felt the spirit at a funeral? No, man. No, you went to see the dead body, right? Absolutely. So
where the fuck is the spirit?
So what is the spirit?
Where is it?
Where is the spirit?
Well, because when you're talking to a person, right, and you're consistently talking about spirits, their spirit and everything, their mind, the things they say. When you go to a funeral, you just admit it, you go to see a dead body, not a spirit. Where the fuck is the spirit all this time? Why if the spirit is so important,
Yeah.
why do you go see the dead body without a spirit?
Well, you say,
just blew your mind, didn't I?
Yeah, why do you value the flesh so much, dude?
nah, I mean, you still have a human experience with the person. Let's say the person.
That's all you ever have is the human experience.
With a dead body, with a dead flesh.
Dr.
You have any
Benji.
experience with that? That's weird.
Hey, it's your mom, it's your dad. That flesh brought you.
No, not anymore. Their spirit's gone,
Oh,
dude.
their spirit. Hold on, based on your theology,
Yeah.
you don't have a connection with the body. You have a connection with the spirit. So if a person passes away, why do you go see a dead body and not the spirit that you have a connection with?
So you don't think Jesus had a mom he had a connection with? And
So now, these people that you was in funeral with, do you ever connect with their spirit again? No.
No,
Hey,
it
Dr.
doesn't.
Matt.
Oh, that doesn't. Of course it doesn't.
But you acting like humans can't have human interactions with each other all the time.
No.
Dr. Prophet, what you don't understand is these
Dr.
men
Prophet.
don't believe in the quantum theory about everything. You understand, Dr. Prophet? These men are complainers. They came here to complain, to roast. They don't like books. They don't like words. They don't like numbers.
So the thing is this, right? Is I'm talking about human life as a connection through physical bodies. We don't have a connection with spirituality.
And we're talking about souls, Yo Daddy. And Dr. Yo Daddy, we're talking about souls and spirit.
Yo, I'm no doctor, bro.
I think I believe. Listen, I think you should really adhere to what Wisdom's saying. Notice he's making a distinction of something that takes place in death. He's mentioning the soul, but we're talking about the spirit. So when you say, hey, when you go to a person and you see that their spirit is not in their body, why do you have a reaction to their spirit? Well,
So hold on, the soul is different than the spirit?
Absolutely.
So the physical body has a soul and a spirit?
Absolutely.
What's the difference between a soul and a spirit?
But I want to deal with when you say the physical body has a soul and a spirit. We don't has anything. I think it contains more so than possess.
Okay, what's the difference between a soul and a spirit?
Okay, your spirit is the imperfect, infinite you that comes from God. Perfect, infinite being. Your soul, however, is a combination of your perfect, infinite spirit that comes from God.
So, can you explain the difference? Can you explain the difference
I'm not finished.
saying spirit?
I'm not finished. Yeah, I'm not finished. Your soul is a part for you that's mixed with the spirit of God that lives in you, that correlates with your body upon having breath or upon becoming conscious of life. Yeah, so. Like, I'll give you an example. If you look in Genesis, you notice that in Genesis chapter 1, verse 26, God creates both male and female. And he also blesses them, also communicates with them, proving that they are both spirits at the particular time that God had the idea of creating man. We get over to Genesis chapter 2. God
Wait,
takes
Dr. Prophet, before you get to Genesis, is this like that Arnold Schwarzenegger movie, Total Recall?
Nah, but that was a dope movie, though. But yeah, you get to Genesis 2. God takes the man, forms him. I mean, if we're going to be logical, when you're forming something, I'm pretty sure you have a general idea of something being shaped or molded around something when it's being formed. I mean, okay, cool. We can disagree, but yeah. becomes a living soul. Yeah, these are clear distinctions in the Bible. They're made throughout
But
the Bible.
Dr. Prophet, these men are going to complain about the words. And so then we get into English as a second language and we debate what these words mean, and then when we get nowhere. So what's the secret, Dr. Prophet?
I don't know, man. You can't trust the words or the statistics or the science. That's the truth. And the secret.
So it's almost like the more we think, the more we say, the further from the truth we're going to get.
Unfortunately, you are on point.
So that means stop thinking and end your problems. So why do people keep coming back here? Is this just a birdhouse, not a clown house?
Come on, stop that, please. That's annoying.
Is this a birdhouse or is it a clown house? Which one is it, Dr. Prophet?
I really told you with the squeaky and those fucking noises, bro. Like, troll all you want, please stop with the noises.
Yeah, well, I'm just trying to make the point. It's a clown house or a birdhouse. It's really just another word for a sanitarium.
I mean, I kind of understand what he means to a degree, but yeah, troll all you want. So Ash, bro, like, you're very active. Like, heaven or hell, Ash, what you think about it?
I don't believe in soul.
You don't believe in God at all, or?
No.
His chakras are out of alignment. We need to bring him back to the middle pillar and vibrate your kundalini.
Oh, nah, don't vibrate in Kundalini or any of that stuff. Yeah, bro, like, do you have did you ever believe in God ever in your life, bro?
No.
So you were born not believing in God?
Yeah, just like you.
I believe in God, so I'm not like that.
Yeah, but you didn't come out of the womb believing in God. You had to be taught about it.
How do you vibrate your kundalini?
Hold on, wait, like.
Well, no, hang on. Because you guys say some stuff, and I don't think you use it properly.
Yeah, hold on. JCC's asking me a question about kundalini vibrations.
Define kundalini, and then tell me how do you vibrate it.
So the kundalini is like your 7 chakra system, and what you do is you tickle your booty hole, then you tickle your navel hole, then you tickle your titties, then you tickle your throat, then you tickle your lips, then you tickle your eyebrow in your chakra, in your chakra, in your crown, man. You open up your third eye and poof! You done vibrated your kundalini.
This is tough. Hey, so hold on, Ash.
I'm glad I asked. Thank you.
You said I wasn't born believing in God, bro? I think this is the foolish thing that atheists say.
No. Why do you think you were born believing in God?
I don't think that I know that.
How do you know you were born believing in God?
I mean, I was meant to.
Wait, you didn't? You were meant to? How does that confirm that you know you were born believing in God? That's my question. You're making a knowledge claim, right? About
No. It's also a conscious claim.
When you say I know, that's a knowledge claim. You understand that, right?
Well, yeah, it pertains to my conscience, right?
You said the Bible is corrupt. And my response to you is, we have a full New Testament manuscript, that is called
Listen, the rules are yours. I can't say like anything
I wanted to do. I wanted to act before I actually ask him to do whatever I'm gonna do. I don't Well, yeah, I mean, you can like circumvent so you get very direct instructions that are very explicit. Within that single chat window, it will behave the way that it's.
Yeah, it doesn't bother me though. I think you should use it.
I mean, you gotta feel for it, but.
Oh my God, the Gazans are going to
See
Egypt.
somebody in the audience I haven't seen in a long time. We used to read on the app. Here's wisdom philosophy, okay. How you doing?
Rudy, hi Rudy. It has been a while.
Yeah.
Wow, this is big news. Let me click the link.
Why are you guys clickbaiting people?
God forbid.
God forbid.
God forbid. Ask for shalom.
Norm, you're such a young tester.
Ha! Yeah, it's not 200,000. That's the good news. I was like, that number's awfully low. It turns out it's 500,000.
Keep reading, wisdom. Keep reading. That's how you truly grow wisdom.
Not really.
Yeah, no, he's right.
There's people who read and they just don't comprehend what they're reading. So I mean, I don't know.
You know who Rap Dude is on this app? That guy is very intelligent, very smart guy.
I'm not sure why you say that. The guy's has serious issues.
Wow, dude.
Serious issues. Like
Civic
serious
actually
issues.
knows some philosophy. Like outside of
Civic's
politics.
intelligent too. I mean, as much as he crashes out, he has a lot of knowledge. But
Yeah, I don't really like the political side of this app, but the philosophy side, you guys have some pretty cool philosophy.
I hate philosophy. It's the most. Oh my God! It's the most like insufferable like topic to listen to people talk about.
Okay, I'm done reading the article. Can we get back to the title of the room of the 500,000 Gazans going to Egypt? Because this is happening.
The title doesn't say 500,000. The title says 200.
I know. You should keep reading, Dr. Jack, and maybe you'll have some wisdom and get reading comprehension because you read something instead of running your mouth.
I'm saying the title's wrong, but even the article, if you read the article.
I know, and as I said earlier, that's the best news. 200,000 I thought was short. Turns out it's 500,000!
Edmund, what's up?
Joy! What a Shabbos miracle! The Shekhinah is coming to Israel! Rabbeinu Shalom!
Well, Shay, what do you do? Edmund, are you my neighbor? I feel like I can hear you through the walls.
No.
Don't you want to be my neighbor?
You must have some terrible insulation. I don't think you know. What kind of shit shack do you live in, Dr. Jack?
I live in a shtetl in Skokie. What's wrong with that?
Oh my gosh, you live in Skokie?
Of course.
Well, that's where I went to high school.
Of course.
If I was a rich man.
Well, it looks like they're going to conduct final operations and do one of the largest human migration movements in recent time. That's 500,000 people going to Egypt. Wow, where are they going to build the concentration camp? I mean, the settlement for these 500,000 people.
I mean, the luxury condos.
Edmund is.
Wait, is this the guy, Jack? Is this the guy that you said is intelligent, Rhodey or something?
Rhodey is, but I never said he was until.
Oh, the philosopher. Who'd you say was the philosophy person?
Mikhail.
No, I said Mikhail's intelligent.
Oh,
Mikhail. He's got a little bit of information, but he makes the fatal flaw of attempting to apply that information more broadly than it applies. And his interpretation is wrong. He's got like a serious mental problem. So everything in his mind becomes twisted. So it starts off sounding like it makes sense, and then he descends into madness.
His fatal flaw is debating Norm. That's his fatal flaw.
Well, I mean, unless he wants to lose all the time.
It's like Yeah, it's just asking to crash out.
You know, I mean, I'm trained in television and newspapers, so I have to cut the whole thing down and make it right to the point. And when she was, you know, with all the bullshit 48 and the Babylonians and the Hasmodeans and the Natufians, yeah, it's like, dude, we're here, okay? I don't care what your twisted, drunken history is. We're here. We're not going anywhere. Keep attacking us and you're going to have nothing.
Twisted, drunken history.
Hey, hello.
Yeah. Yes, Rowdy.
Hey, hello. Hey, Linda.
Shabbat shalom, Rowdy. Rowdy, you kind of look like Mikael. I think
Hi,
you guys
Rowdy.
are related.
Rudy, how you doing? Rudy.
I'm good.
Yeah?
A lot of
Okay.
real life stuff.
Real life pardon?
Yeah, real life things.
Got it.
Yeah, that allowed me to do a podcast. Right now it's Friday and Saturday, so I have some downtime. And Jack, I don't really understand what your problem with philosophy.
You're very low, Road. I can hardly hear. I don't know if it's just me.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, much better.
Okay, cool. So I'm saying I don't know what's your problem with philosophy. I love philosophy.
It's people who want to argue just for the sake of arguing about what is the objective, or what is objective about harm. I mean, like, I can't listen to that for 3 hours. That's just not, you're never going to get anywhere with it. You know, like, there's a rabbit hole for philosophy. It's
What is justice?
just us. It's just, I feel like people go down the rabbit hole of philosophy.
I didn't really interrupt it.
No, but you can justify anything if you know basic philosophy. That's the cool thing.
Yeah. Well, there are like also debates on what is justification to begin with.
Yeah, exactly. Like, there's theories of justification, but like if you just choose one that aligns with, like, I look, like, for example, I can justify any side of, like, I could justify the Hamas side, I could justify the IDF side, I could justify any side. I could justify the Iranian stance, I could justify any other side, like, run it.
About Hitler.
I could, yes, I could. Well, there's Jews who justified Hitler.
Really, Jack.
Wait, there's Jews.
I mean,
Wait,
this
there's
is
a
what
Jew.
philosophy, this is why...
Wait, Jack. There's a Jewish rabbi in New York that literally said Hitler was
A Jewish rabbi?
Yeah, and I can get his name, Linda.
I know who you're talking about.
Is there any other kind of rabbi?
Yeah, come on, man.
The rabbi just would mean teacher, right? Like
A Jewish rabbi.
Etymologically, right?
Okay.
No, he exists. He's just kind of retarded, but
Okay.
there's
Yeah, man, bro. But I think he's retarded. There's a bunch of
justified now. I mean, we could go down the list, and then it's like,
Yeah, but justification itself, like, there's a big debate on what justifies truth, right? So, like, or like a truth proposition. So
my problem with philosophy is people, like, they don't keep it on Clubhouse. Usually they start trying to bring this up in real life, and people think it's weird. Not you, Al. You seem like a good...
No, I can run circles around anyone here, bro. I'm not even, like, I will run it. Like, like, I don't care if you're an extreme Jew, go ahead, run your little worldview on me. Please do. Please run your worldview on me.
About the skill of sophistry, which...
Yeah, I mean, it's not sophistry to have good rhetoric and be educated on your religion.
No, but it is sophistry to be able to defend any proposition.
Well, yeah, I know, but that's my theory. Well, my theory of truth
Defend
entails
who
that.
then? Try.
No, I believe there's truth in every worldview.
That's sophistry. There you go.
That's not sophistry. So dialetheism is sophistry. Have you paraconsistent logic is sophistry?
Wait, Al, what is your theory of truth?
Jack theory of truth.
What is the Jack theory of truth?
So basically, Jack theory of truth states that there can be true contradictions in reality, right? So, for example, let's say I affirm the Trinity, right? Even though the Trinity is a logical it's a logical contradiction, right? It can still cohere with reality. It can still exist in reality, right? So I don't care about the laws of logic. I deny the LNC and
that's very Hegelian. Okay, contradiction exists in reality in order to be synthesized.
Well, contradictions already exist in reality in, like, the quantum field, right? There's electrons that seemingly are moving and not moving at the same time, are seemingly have a charge and not a charge at the same time.
So it is contradictory if you're like using. Well, I don't want to go there, but that's not like a theory of truth. That's like maybe like a.
No, I'm a correspondence theory of truth. That's the theory of truth that I will do.
Okay. Are you familiar with like objections to that theory?
You like critiques? No, but you can run them. Go ahead.
Yeah, like one of the critiques is like the idea that you cannot have like a correspondence because then you will need to have like a truth correspondence. And if you have a truth correspondence, that's just like a circular definition. Because one proposition can be corresponding to a fact that it is not the case at that proposition. Right?
Can you give an example?
Yeah, so for example, I can say there are no there is an elephant in my room, and you can always have the fact that there isn't an elephant in my room, right? So now you can say that this proposition is true because it corresponds to the fact that there isn't an elephant in my room, right?
No, but if there's an elephant in your room, the statement is accurate then.
Yeah, but I'm saying there isn't an elephant in my room.
Okay, then that statement is false.
Wait, but in virtue of what it is false?
By not existing in reality.
Wait, 1 second. What do you take a correspondence theory to be? Correspondence has...
It says something is true if it coheres with reality. That's what correspondence says.
1 second. One can say that, but what is this correspondence? What is this type of a relation? Because it cannot be a relation to a truth, right? Because if you want to say that the statement there isn't an elephant in my room that it corresponds to the fact that there isn't an elephant in my room, then you're just like saying that this fact, right? You can't be
relying on the price.
Wash all separate parts with hot water and mild odorless detergent.
That's like one of the objections.
Fill the water tank with fresh drinking water, close the lid, and put it back in place.
But I get
Use the cups and water and place a 1 litre container under the coffee outlet. Open the machine head and let the used capsule be ejected. Empty and rid of the capsule container and the drip tray. Close the machine head and press the button.
Just the definition. Just the
Green light will then come on the machine is heating up. It will take approximately 40 seconds. When the green light becomes steady, the ship is ready. Press the coffee button 3 times within 2 seconds to start.
That's fine. I don't know what.
How do you derive meaning?
A is A. Okay, that's all it is.
Yeah, I believe P and not P can cohere with reality. So, like, I believe contradictions can obtain.
No, that's fine if you believe that. I don't even have like necessarily any problem with that. I'm saying the problem here is like a circular definition, not the fact.
Yeah, I don't know. I agree with you on that. I'd have to look into that. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I don't have an argument. So that's a good argument. That's circular. But yeah, I'll just have to look into that. And
Wow, you got cooked.
Yeah, I got cooked on that.
No, I'm just kidding. But this is why I hate philosophy.
No. That's why I love philosophy, because I didn't even know that critique.
Oh, what was it? I missed it.
He's just saying the correspondence theory of truth that it can run into circularity.
It's circular because it's when you're like saying that it corresponds to a particular fact, it can also correspond to the negative fact. So, for example, one can say there is an elephant in my room, and that corresponds to the fact that there isn't an elephant in my room, right? Just because the correspondence is not defined, the relation is not defined between the proposition and the fact itself. So if you want to fix that, then you're saying like it corresponds to the true fact, and then you're like having the truth in the definition and also in the definance. Definition is the word, definance is, the thing that defines the word.
Do you study epistemology, Rodi?
Yeah.
What's your religion?
I'm not religious.
Oh, okay. Wait, do you deny like the existence of God?
Sometimes.
Yeah, like what would your argument be against like the existence of God or a necessary being?
It will probably be like too complicated of an argument.
Do you know the contingency argument by Ibn
Yeah.
Do you have any critiques about it?
Yeah. I don't think. First of all, I don't see any problem with like infinities. So, like one dependent on the other, dependent on another, I don't find that to be problematic. Secondly, I don't find God to necessarily be any type of a necessary being. And thirdly, I don't know anything about necessary being. I can just say there aren't any necessary beings, but there might be necessary facts. Again, there are like a lot of different objections to the contingency argument. They all have like the same type of
I think the main arguments are like the main critiques is like the definition of contingency.
No. Like it doesn't really matter what is the definition. Like the even seen that definition is like more like dependency, and in the contemporary philosophy, contingency just means possible but not necessary. But in both cases, the structure of the argument is like literally the same. And in both cases, one can deny like one of the
premises.
The premises, yeah. The premises of like infinity, that it can be infinitely to the past, or infinitely to like dependent upon dependent, or like possible upon possible. And all of them have like particular problems that I can cash out, but that can be dependent on.
Yeah, okay, so what account of like the cause of the universe do you hold to? So like, how do you believe the universe came into account or being?
I don't really have any particular view of how the universe came about.
Like, even if you held to some sort of like quantum field theory or something, like, wouldn't that still be a necessary being?
It might be, but again, like it might not be. I don't really care. The argument is like more philosophical, and I'm just like saying I don't really have any particular account or any particular, favorite view. But like, if you want to like press me, maybe I'll choose like I don't know, like string theory, something like Edward. This guy, I forgot his name. Like he proposed some type of a theory that is probably the most simple and still has like unification between all the fields of science. But to be honest, I will not be able to argue for that view because I'm not familiar with the mathematics.
Yeah, that's fair.
But I like between the people that argue for string theory and for some like quantum gravitational, I forget the name. I'm more leaning towards the string theory, just because they have like just a better theory.
Yeah.
Not even empirical. I actually think it's not empirical at all.
It's abstract.
It's abstract and mathematical. Literally, a physicist that gave like a theory, I forgot his name, won a mathematical prize over a physical theory because it was like so abstract.
Yeah.
So I don't think there are like any empirics to corroborate.
The empirics would, I guess, be if the abstractions cohere with reality.
I don't know like what specifically it means to cohere in that manner, because if cohere means leads to some predictions that are true, that are unexpected in other theory, that might be the case. But no, that there aren't any like theories of that. What there are is like what I like use is basically different theoretical virtues to determine that this theory is preferable to all the others.
I see. Like what virtue? Like what is this called? Like Bayesian probability or something?
No. Just theoretical virtues. It doesn't. It's like not. It's not a probabilistic type of thing. It's not a probabilistic assessment. It's more like a abductive assessment.
Oh, okay.
Like it's the best explanation. It's like a best explanation argument. More, talking about like simplicity or elegance.
Wait, theoretical virtues just metaphysics?
No, theoretical virtues are basically just like what types of, things, calculate or assess theories with. Like, let's suppose we have like data and we want to explain that data. This explanation is just what we call a theory. Now, then let's suppose we propose like 3 different theories. Then we're like asking ourselves, okay, which one of those theories we prefer? Like, which ones are better and which ones are worse?
Yeah, but would better here mean like which one's more parsimonious?
Yeah. So like parsimony, like explanatory depth, explanatory power, explanatory. Right.
Hey everybody,
Do you
how are you?
believe Oh wait, sorry. Go ahead.
Hi Rudy. I just wanted to say hi. Shalom, friend.
Shalom, Shabbat Shalom.
Well, you're supposed to say Shabbat Shalom. Hear me.
Well,
Shalom and Shabbat Shalom.
Shalom and you can say Shabbat. Except for other people that we don't want to say Shabbat Shalom to. Shabbat Shalom to everybody except for the Hamas and the Hamas supporters.
Shabbat Shalom to you too. Human thing.
Yeah.
Another person in the audience. It's fake news.
So is this another Shabbos miracle? Because every Shabbos on Clown House, we witness the biggest miracles from Hashem and Shemayim. And Rabbeinu Shalom, it's not 200,000. The good news, it's 500,000!
Yeah, what's up with your title here?
I don't know. I left the room and someone changed it. I don't know. There. I fixed it to 500,000.
There we go.
She's saying to start.
Yeah, listen, I like living in fantasy land too. Let's just do it together. Fuck it.
It's a gradual movement because we don't want the terrorists slipping out with the civilian population. Women and children first. Don't you agree, Dr. Jack?
Well, how do you know that women and children aren't terrorists?
It's a good question. I don't know, our philosopher.
Wait, can you?
And the pets. What if
Wait, isn't it, Jack? This is like the question on whether you would go back in time to kill baby Hitler or not, and is it moral? Is it justified to do so?
I wouldn't.
Because like the kids, they're gonna be terrorists when they grow up, right?
Who? These kids?
Yeah, like the little children in Palestine.
I see what you're saying.
Exactly. So like that's the ethical dilemma.
No. How can I say that they will pick the guns?
No. But I don't know, man. Like, the Messiah has to come back soon and really free us from the tyranny.
Mashiach now, Rabbeinu Shalom. We have Donald Trump in the White House. That's close enough.
Trump is not the Messiah. What kind of blasphemy is that?
What do you mean, Rabbeinu Shalom? He's going to liberate the hostages. He must be Mashiach.
Wow. Okay.
No, AI. How do you know they will pick the guns?
Dude.
No. How do I know they'll be terrorists? I mean, I don't know that for
500,000 to start.
What? No, sir. What's up with you, man?
I know it's very cheap.
Linda, I'm trying to, bring some levity to the situation. I'm over here having a good old time.
Hey, this is not levity. This is just a level of crazy.
You can call it crazy, but I'm laughing over here. If you're not laughing, you're not one with Hashem, Rabbeinu Shalom.
Brother.
See, that's weird. That's just some weird thinking. Like, what? Are you okay?
Wisdom, have you paid your bills?
If you bought a ticket to my latest comedy show on YouTube, it's just $5. Buy me a cup of coffee. Help me pay the bills you're complaining about, Rabbeinu Shalom.
No, all your bills.
Rabbi McShneerson is already here.
Exactly.
Hey, buy me a cup of coffee. Stop lashon haring me and just help me pay the bills, Rabbeinu Shalom.
All your bills are past due, man.
Can't do lashon hara. He's not Jewish. These American Jews, they're very disappointing sometimes.
You're not wrong. You're not really wrong. You throw around your bunch of them. Oh my God. Yeah, okay.
He must be a Reformed Jew or something. I don't know.
Listen, I met DMX at McDonald's. I taught him Rabbono Shalom, and he loved it. He started screaming, Rabbono Shalom.
Jack? When we have our private convo, boy, do I have questions. Just get ready. Get ready.
I'm gonna have a lot of answers.
Yeah, I know you will, and I'll have to discern, between the lines, I'm well aware of that. I'm trying to, prepare myself for it. But yeah, it's going to be a direct, Q&A. And you can do vice versa too, but yeah.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Wisdom. Did you get that PTR tattooed on your shoulder?
No, Dr. Jack, I did not.
Okay, cool.
Wait, why are you into that tarot card shit?
It's Kabbalah. It's compressed Kabbalah. Kabbalah. It's American Kabbalah. I don't know. It's from the 20s and 30s.
Are you Jew?
My mother's not Jewish. She's gorgeous, but my father is a Yiddish guy.
Did you say she's gorgeous?
Are you even older?
Yes, my mother's gorgeous.
That's a good one, actually.
Is your mother
What
gorgeous?
aspect of Kabbalah is it? Wisdom.
I don't know. You'll have to do this thing called read a book. If you want, you can go to my YouTube channel, which I think is in my profile, and you can watch me reading a tarot book about Kabbalah.
I'm gonna go watch
Hey,
it.
so Wisdom, you know about the archetypes, don't you? Are you the Joker right now?
I'm the fool.
Yes, you are. The wise one. The wise fucking idiot.
Well, I don't know what to tell you. If you don't like books and you complain about words and numbers, that's a you problem.
Uh-oh. Shabbat shalom.
Geh kachen, lichtig in dein Augen.
Are you not live right now, Wisdom?
I'm live on YouTube right now, yeah.
You're
always live. Like, he's always live.
I'll put the link in the chat if you really want to see little Larry David.
I'm gonna get Alex New York back on Clubhouse. I missed it, man. Who?
Jack, you were Palestine, right? At one point.
Yeah, Pally Revolt. Remember?
Right.
Remember?
What's up?
What's going on? Still revolting.
You can say that again.
What's the flag on the right? Is that
That's the Saudi flag. Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it's a nice peaceful flag with a huge sword. And it's the Shahada on the top of it. Part of their traditional garb. Remember when Arafat wanted to wear his pistol on the White House lawn when he shook hands with Rabin?
I remember Rabin didn't even want to shake his hand. Bill Clinton had to literally grab him by the shoulder and shake him and say, "You're not going to do this."
Understandable, right?
No.
Understandable, right?
No.
Well, both of it's understandable for both of them. Rabin was one of the guys who
for both.
was in
both of them.
1948.
This is a psychotic murderer shaking hands with the head of state. Who wants to do that? It's
Well, the head of state was in charge of ethnically cleansing Akka in 1948.
There was never any ethnic cleansing. That's a delusion. Stop playing victim. Find your own
Go
story.
look at his military experience in
Stop
1948.
playing victim, please. Nobody's buying the old book. It's time to update them. You can't keep ignoring bullshit.
You call my history bullshit. I call yours bullshit.
Bullshit, both. Now you're history.
Can we be victims of your documentaries?
See, this is the difference between history revisionists and wisdom. You schmucks have no wisdom, just history revisionism.
They don't have facts.
Ha ha!
Oh, there was a war.
It's so interesting. Jews suffered so much. Jews literally lost 6 million, and we're like,
You should empathize with suffering. Yeah, we do empathize with suffering. You bring it on yourself.
Right, that's what they said about the Jews too.
No, it's not what they said about the Jews.
I remember seeing there were these two bikers.
What they said about the Jews is we control the media.
Hey, let Aquarius speak, man.
They have these jackets on, right? These leather jackets. You know.
Can't hear you in the Matrix, dude. My bad. I didn't realize. I watched the Rabin documentary recently. Pretty.
How bad do you want to be the Jews that you have to keep bringing up Jews? Oh, we're just like the Jews. We're just like... Be yourself, man.
I don't think we're anything like the Jews.
Let's talk about March Madness instead. Let's talk about March Madness instead. How are you all not watching the tournament right now?
Yeah, man. Who's winning?
What's March Madness?
Baylor just squeaked it out. Baylor just squeaked it out against Mississippi State, and Alabama's going to win probably against whoever, Oral Roberts or whatever they're playing.
I can't believe Kansas lost last night. That shit pissed me off.
Hey, that's a big shock. And Clemson.
Shocker.
And Clemson, that was a shocker. That was a great game.
What sport is this?
Basketball, are you kidding? This is the best sporting event. This is the best sporting weekend in all of sports.
March Madness, baby.
I think the Super Bowl takes
No, come on.
Nah, this is way better than the Super Bowl. In my opinion.
Yeah, Wisdom, who's that lady on your live stream, like in the background?
She's some Instagram model named Claire Bear.
She your girlfriend?
Oh, if I was only so lucky.
We'll make it happen. We'll manifest that for you. Wisdom.
Raboina Shalorloim, from your lips to Hashem's ears, in Shemayim.
Inshallah.
What's the logo on your hat?
My hat? It's
black hat.
it's Under Armour. Have you heard of that company?
I wasn't sure. I thought it was.
The hat is getting dirty. I've been wearing
Yeah,
it.
you gotta clean that shit
Been
up.
wearing it to the gym. Do you just toss it in the washer dryer, or do you just scrub
Yeah,
it?
you bring it to the dry cleaner. It's better.
Really?
Yeah, they'll put it in a special bag and clean it.
Ooh, that's a good idea. You think there's any laundromats left in Gaza?
You could start one if you want.
Now they're doing stonewash wisdom.
So when they get the first 500,000 out, and then they get the other 500,000 out, and they get the other 500,000 out, and the other 500,000 out, and they cast them to the four corners of the universe, who's going to do all the demolition and dump trucks? Because I want to know, like, is that going to be Jordan? Is it going to be Saudi Arabia? Is it going to be Dubai? Who gets the contract to take all the shit out and put it in a landfill somewhere? Where's it all going to go? Have you heard of Al Chervik Construction Company?
I told you the answer.
The Indians.
They're going to bring in like 2 million Indians to do the cleanup?
Not 2 million. They were.
No, it's going to be a lot more than 2 million.
20,000.
Hey, at least $500 million will show up, and you're going to be like, fuck,
$500
bro.
million.
Fucked
There's
up,
only
bro.
1.4 billion Indians.
Fucked up. All these poor untouchables are here now in Gaza. What are we going to do now?
So Gaza's going to be the next Dubai, right?
What are we going to do? Yeah, of course. What are we going to do? All these.
What's the Hebrew, or what is the Israeli word for the Gaza Strip? What are they calling the new project? What's the new construction project called?
Well, in Boston, we had the big dig when they redid the tunnels. That was like 20
No, I mean, you know how Dubai, they've got the Burj Al Khalifa, like is it Emaar Construction Corp? Who's going to be the big player in the whole thing? Is it BlackRock? Who is it?
BlackRock. They may finance it.
I mean, because this is going to be one of the biggest real estate development projects of all time.
That was the hope in 2005.
Was it actually? Did you seriously think that?
Yeah.
People want to leave. They don't want to live in tents and exposed with bomb flying.
You know, I just read a survey that 52%. Okay, 52% of Gazans would temporarily leave or permanently leave the Gaza Strip.
Of course. I mean, who would? Especially young people. Young people want to have a life. They don't want this. They've been let off a cliff by their leaders. Their leaders brought death and destruction on them.
Okay, so why do you have constructed bunkers? Can't you just leave, is that?
I don't get what you're asking.
Why do you have bunkers?
So you're changing the subject now? I just want to make sure I understand you. You're trying to change the subject? Why do assholes shoot rockets at a sovereign nation? Huh? Why are you interrupting us? Why are you talking while I'm talking? Is this your first conversation in your life?
No, we have been talking for a long time. You don't know that.
So then why do you talk when I talk? You should know better.
It would be completely out of context.
I can't even understand what you're trying to say. So we just talked about Gaza. Now you want to talk about Israel? You want to change the subject. Speaking of changing this topic and the context, what question do you want to ask about Israel?
No, you're not using my logic. You lack logic. But let's put that aside. Let's just entertain your question despite your lack of logic. So what do you want to ask now? Why do we don't have bunkers. We have what's called safe rooms because there are terrorists near us. And we're killing the terrorists now. What's your next question?
No, I don't have a question. I was just using your logic. I was saying, any place to...
No, you were not using my logic. It made no sense.
Let me give you...
Okay, so let's start... No. So let's start with your question. We're talking about Gaza, and suddenly you say, why do we have bunkers? This is a stupid question because we don't have bunkers. We have safe rooms. We have rooms that we go to when asshole terrorists shoot rockets at civilians in a sovereign nation called Israel, the Jewish state. That's why we have bunkers. Now, what are you trying to say? Instead of asking a stupid question that makes no sense, make your statement. Be a brave man. Make a statement. Stick your neck out. Go ahead, I'll mute up. What's your statement?
Cool. So, I don't see anywhere in the world such safe rooms, which I call bunkers.
The United States has them too. What's your next question?
No, they don't have that.
Yes, we do have them. Now you don't know the United States, but fine. United States has them too. You notice how you still can't make a statement?
You don't see them in other places in the world because you don't have another entity or country or whatever you want to call it.
The United States has them. We've had them since
not
World War
to
II.
the extent that Israel.
The point is, no one wants to build bunkers, you schmuck. They're expensive and unnecessary, but unfortunately, because people are constantly terrorized, they take the necessary precautions and spend the extra money, Dr. Arhan.
I want to hear what Arhan, you still can't make a statement. What's your statement? Try to be a brave man, and instead of asking stupid questions, just make your statement. What's your statement?
I just was laughing at you. Anyways.
What's your statement? You just what me? I didn't hear you.
Okay, I'm using your logic. Any place which...
You're not using my logic. You don't understand my logic. So just make a statement.
Just make a statement. Do not repeat yourself. No one wants to hear the same thing 3 to 4 times.
Then go back.
So what's your statement? We're home now. Jerusalem is our home. What's your next question?
If Palestine is not safe...
There is no Palestine. There's no such thing as Palestine. There's Israel. Palestine is an idea. They were offered a state. They didn't take it. So now they got nothing. Now they have rubble. If you're going to sit on a pile of rubble and say you won the war that you started with terrorism, then you're a bigger fool than I even thought. So what are you trying to say, Arhan? What are you trying to say? We're home. Israel's our home. I'm not high. Are you high? I don't take drugs. Do you take drugs? Huh? What's that now? What are you saying now? What's that?
I have heard that LSD is...
Make a statement. Make a statement.
You've got nothing to say, Dr. Normal. Dr. Arhan has absolutely nothing to contribute to the conversation, unfortunately.
You're another schmuck. This is why you have no state, Arhan, because you don't make sense.
Do you think that Israel, there's a country by the name of Israel? I don't think so.
You don't think so? You don't have a map? I'll get you a map for your birthday. When's your birthday?
There's no Israel actually.
I'll get you a map. I'll show you where Israel is. It's a small country in the Middle East.
I don't give a fuck about map.
Nobody gives a fuck about you. So what?
Wait, Dr. El Normal, I don't want to ruin, or I don't want to ruin, please, Dr. Normal, I don't want to ruin our pre-Shabbos festivities. I just want to remind everyone to click the link above and actually read what's happening. Egypt is going to take the first tranche. That's 500,000 Gazans that are going to relocate. And now this is not a temporary relocation. This is a permanent relocation and distribution into Egypt and other Arab countries. The party's over, ladies and gentlemen. Shabbos is nearly here. Rabbi Shalom.
Aziz, I let him speak. He literally had nothing to say.
No,
why don't you guys have anything to say?
This statement, wisdom gave. Before you, there were so many crazy people who gave such statements.
Okay.
And they accepted.
Who's a crazy person? Give me an example. Who's a crazy person? Who are you talking about?
Oh, there are so many.
Just name one. What are you trying to say?
Do you know the miracles of Moses?
Just say it. Do you not know how English language works? You said so many crazy people said this. So I said, who are you talking about? What crazy person do you mean?
See, this is an ESL room, Dr. Norma, for non-native English American
Learning
speakers.
English room is down the hall.
Oh, wisdom.
Please don't be upset, Dr. Arhan. Our Shabbos is nearly here, and I'm preparing for the festivity. Please.
Triggered.
This is great news. Click the link above. 500,000 people are being liberated from Islamic terrorism. They're going to Egypt to be free from evil terrorists.
Taro, you gotta stop.
Thank you. Yeah. So, now I was telling you, do you believe in the miracles of Moses?
I don't know. What's your point?
Are you a Jew?
What's your point? You have no point, right? You want to play Q&A games? Are you a Muslim? Where do you live, Ara? Where do you live? You're playing games now. Make a statement. Be bold. Be a man. Try it. You're gonna feel stronger after you do it. Make a statement.
Do you not know Pharaoh?
He can only ask questions, Dr. Norma.
He's retarded.
It's because people can't make statements. They don't have anything intelligent to say, so they use questions to communicate.
Okay.
Nothing. Nobody.
No, I think if you are intelligent and
yeah, I'm very intelligent. What's your statement?
Why don't you try putting it in the chat? Write a sentence out, Dr. Arhan. Put it in the chat. English is in his native language. Let's give him the credit.
Edmund, talk nice and soft because Linda's getting a headache. Talk nice. Erhan, do you have a statement for us? What's your statement? I'm listening. I don't know Pharaoh. Does conversate a word? I don't know Pharaoh.
Try putting it in the chat, Dr. Arhan. Just put it in the chat. Write a sentence in the chat without a question mark at the end of it. That's called a sentence or a statement. Go ahead.
If you know a little bit about Jewish history, yeah. So Moses was attacked, and how he saved people. Those who were attacking him were telling him, "Game over."
Who attacked Moses? What are you talking about? Can you be more specific? Yeah, this is like given history.
Pharaoh.
Are you drinking right now? Or give us a book and a chapter and a verse.
Oh, you need. Oh, sure. I'll give you the complete reference.
Or just say what you're trying to say. Who attacked Moses? All right. Who?
So Moses, it was Pharaoh.
Who attacked Moses, Arhan?
Pharaoh.
What?
Pharaoh.
Oh, he attacked him? This is so weird that you can't make a statement. Okay, so you're talking about the Egyptians, you're talking about Pharaoh. Is that what you're trying to say? Okay, so we left Egypt. Now what?
No, I was referring to what wisdom was saying. The game is over. The game is not over.
The game is over. The game has been over for a while. Now all that's happening is that people are killing themselves.
It's just a matter of time.
What's the time? 3,000 years? We've been there 3,000 years. What, are you going to invent something tomorrow? What are you going to invent?
Dr. Arhan, don't you know the time is always now, Dr. Arhan? And click the link above. 500,000 going to Egypt. Egypt.
As they should.
Tara, what do you think you're contributing by doing this consistently? Come on.
I'm getting ready for Shabbos. What are you doing,
Yeah,
Dr.
okay,
Linda?
come on, man. Yeah, you're getting ready for Shabbos. Okay.
So, time is present, of course, but we will become dust with time. You're not going to stay here. More than 30 years, 40 years, we'll be nowhere.
Says who? Well, based on what, Arhan? Who says this?
Based on what? Are you not going to die?
Based on what, Arhan?
Dr. Arhan, the 500,000 going to Egypt are going to get an Obama phone so they can download Clubhouse.
The problem is that we're dealing with unintelligent people, so we try to be intelligent with them, and they just can't. They don't know what to say.
What's the parameter of defining intelligence?
Okay.
What's the pyramid now? What?
How do you define intelligence?
The ability to use logic and facts to synthesize new ideas and have a grown-up conversation.
If any place is not safe for humans, they should migrate. That's what we talked about.
They're leaving. It's not safe for them, so they're migrating.
But
What's
the
that?
same logic is not even safe for you. Why are you not leaving?
It's very safe for us. Look at the flourishing land that we've built. Look at the GDP. Look at the hang on, Arhan. This is not going to answer to you. Look at. Do you know that Greece is one of the happiest countries on the planet? Did you know that? It's got one of the highest per capita income in the world. We contribute medicine, science, physics. We help others.
Why did she slap?
The water. Don't interrupt. We make the desert bloom. Look at what we're doing. We're one of the most successful societies in the history of humanity.
Rotten system.
Why did she slap?
Incorrect. Incorrect. There's nothing rotten about it. It's doing great.
When will you go? When will you go?
What's happening is democracy. Do you ever hear of this word, democracy?
It's not democracy.
Yes, that's exactly what democracy is. It's representative government. Democracy is representative government. No, it's not about go one at a time. Democracy means that the people's will is expressed in the government by representatives. Don't interrupt, Arhan. I thought you've done this before. Don't interrupt. Democracy is representative government. People disagree. That's what's happening in our country. Now, what's your other question?
Don't interrupt.
I'd like to ask you that how many countries like
Don't interrupt. Don't interrupt.
Tara, one at a time, please.
All right. So now we explained to you that what's happening in Israel is called democracy. What's your next question? And we have safe rooms.
Haven't explained anything. When did you?
I haven't explained what's happening in the Knesset is called democracy.
Don't interrupt.
Wait, this is so weird. So you say, what's going on? People have different opinions in a democracy. Did you not know that?
When did you have last elections?
Don't interrupt.
I don't remember. Why do you ask that? A couple years ago. Why are you asking about the election? Why are you
Don't
asking about the
interrupt.
election?
Okay.
What's your point about elections?
Norman?
We have them every few years. Yes, brother.
Yeah, so let's move on from Arhan for a moment.
Fair enough.
Okay.
I mean, I'm trying to get water out of it.
Yeah, I know, but...
All right. I don't want to make you tense before showering.
That's okay. Aziz, by the way, I let you up, with caution, okay? I'm being fair to you today. But I think Faisal had something to say. And hi, Khalif.
Not a lot of people can imagine what 500,000 people all massed together actually looks like.
Arrow.
I'm just saying, use your third eye. Think about what 500,000 people going through the Sinai, going back to Egypt. Back to Egypt.
Listen, Linda has her vision in the room. Let her do her vision. Let her do her vision.
Just let's have, some kind of order here. Tara, your interjections really are not really necessary right now.
You just keep a flow. Good job. Aquarius just left. Too bad.
Okay, Faisal, what did you want to say, if anything?
Yes, I was asking El that, to be frank, how many lands do you want to steal more? I would like to know.
No. Faisal,
I'll answer.
But I just want to say the question itself, Faisal. Okay, so you're coming from a combative stance. Okay, rather maybe rephrase, and if you're really curious to have discussion, that's okay. But the phraseology of that question,
like we know right now, the world.
A combative.
I would like to ask El that how many land do Israel want to steal? And
Zero.
None.
Zero. Next question. Next question. Zero.
So the Palestinian people lived there even before 1948.